Social context of software design, specifically looking at ergonomics. When considering the ergonomics of a project or regarding software design, it is important for us to investigate effective use of screen design, ease of use, appropriate messages to the user, and consistency of the user interface. It's not only important for a screen to look appealing, but it's also important as to how the users interact with the software. Design process is important in creating a GUI that is ergonomically sound. Screen designs are crucial as the screen directly interacts with the user. Generally, workflow in software design is from top left to bottom right, in the same way as we read. So creating a workflow that matches the standard is generally considered to be sound ergonomic design. Ergonomics doesn't happen automatically. It comes about as a result of sound planning and designing through tools such as storyboards and algorithm development. The user interface, a UX, is important and one of the most important factors in determining the next sale or just retention of user. With every click, an opportunity for a potential customer to rethink and move on to a competitor or to recommend that some other service gets used instead. The technical term for this is called a UX. To highlight this, a company has designed an intentionally bad website called userinyourface.com, I think it is. And it is, yep, there it is, userinyourface.com. And their intent is to highlight bad practice and have developers reflect on their own development habits and improve, hopefully, their development habits. Now, it's really important that a company uses a consistent user interface, a consistent UI. Consistency of UI is important when it comes to selling products to market. If your product design is inconsistent with different layouts or colors or fonts or logos, it is confusing to your end users. And the best thing to look at is how Apple markets their products. So they have a very consistent user interface, a very consistent user experience through all their different products. There are many examples of both good and bad user interface design. They're very subjective to those who view it, and what can be considered a bad UI, as examples here, may hinder people with issues such as bad font design or bad layout design, difficulty in navigating, too busy pages, who knows what. What could be considered good as well, and well thought out user interface, would be a design that focuses on the user's needs. For example, if a user were to only go to Amazon for purchasing items, not starting their own business, you'd direct them to Amazon's page. Amazon is a good example as they have a very well adaptable search bar that can be altered for the user's needs. Also, a good user interface design will be one that doesn't show too much, thus overloading the end user with too much information. Consistency of a user interface. It's really important these days we make our programs look unique and useful. It can be as simple as the colors on the page. It can be too many pages. You want your pages to look good and you want your interface to look interesting. So you'll see here now is the ribbon from Microsoft Office. And you'll see it's a very consistent layout, very simple layout. And in fact, this user interface, the Microsoft Office ribbon, was developed because when Microsoft was asking people what did they want in a new version of Office, and that version was Office 2007, most people were asking for products that were already in the suite. They just couldn't be found. So what Microsoft did was change the way their user interface worked with this dynamic ribbon, which shows up the right tools at the right place at the right time. And that's a really important factor when you are developing a product, that your user interface is easy to get around. Anyway, that's enough of that one. Thank you for watching.